is cheering. I hope everyone is. Plus one in the chat if you are really excited and equally pumped up to learn. Today we'll be having a brief introduction about the different modules in Qtrip static. Last one. Hey, yeah, good to know everyone is excited. Great. Cool. So in this session, what we'll be doing, I'll go let you have a overall idea about what are the contents of Qtrip static module 3, module 4, and module 5. It will be a short, session mostly. In Saturday, like our next session will be on Saturday, and on Saturday I'll give you a debrief of all of this module. But yeah, today I'll let you know, what all you need to go through and what are the contents. If you have not already explored Qtrip static, I'll make you do that. And yes, if you have already done, or by any chance if you complete that before Saturday and you don't have any doubts more on, we are providing you an optional exercises which I will show you later in the session, which you all guys can do it. So yeah, it's so before actually the session start, I just want to tell you that every week we are expecting you to give minimum of 10 to 15 hours. First week won't be much hectic. It's pretty easy going, but yeah, starting from second and third weeks are very important. Mostly the second week, we'll be learning about promises. We'll be learning about async programming and JavaScript. I would say it's heart of JavaScript. So yeah, you have to do your best and hopefully dedicate as much time. Try to finish all of your exercises the day itself, or at least in a day or two, so that you don't get lagged behind. Okay. So yes, let me take you through Qtip static script. We won't have this week we won't be having any session on Thursday, but yeah, coming from next week, yes, we will be having 3 sessions: Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So yeah, this is Qtrip static. I guess everyone has access to it. The exercises are different from Qtrip static task, the different computers. I'm not sure about that, what exercises, but yeah, these are the exercises that I am actually talking about, which I have shared in the screen. These tasks you will be doing this week. So yes. Okay, so this week we will be focusing on Bootstrap. So I am expecting you to finish the first module and module 2. Module 2 is about the Git basics and HTML CSS, which you should be done easily. But yeah, starting from module 3, we are focusing more on the Bootstrap part, right? So let me give you an overview about what you will be learning in module 3. So in module 3, you will learn to create grid of adventure card. Before that, I get into details. I just wanted to know, okay, so Qtrip static is more of a website, which will be a project, right? And it's more of how we say, any trip site, make my trip more of, okay? So you will be learning how to design, how to make cards, how to create small templates. Templates, I mean to say the cards where a brief description would be there, and yeah, that you will be learning in these modules. So if I start breaking down what all you will be learning, so the first is to create the page structure. Okay, so you will be learning how to make the page view, something similar to this, what I'm sharing right now. So you'll have a card, which will have, the title in left-hand side and the price in right-hand side, how you will be aligning both of these using Bootstrap. And, when you will hover on each of this card, it will have some effects that you will learn in this module, okay? So we will be using grid, flex simultaneously. You will be getting familiarized with Bootstrap's grid technique. It's very popular. It's highly used, and I would highly recommend you to get familiar with it. So we have, okay. And also one more thing, you will learn also how the same website looks different on different devices. Like if you open let's say makemytrip.com or any similar website, you'll see that the card or any information is layered in a way where you can see it very beautifully in a laptop or say tablet. But when you see that similar thing in mobile view, the view changes, right? Something like this, you would see the card or the information are stacked, top to bottom wise, and the view changes, right? So how the view will be changed depending on the height and width of the devices, and on what is the minimum size, or let's say what is the criteria for different devices. I'm not the criteria, different width and height size of different devices, and how our UI should change according to those devices. So that we will be learning. Yes, and also we have added references at the bottom of this product, right? So I would highly recommend you, especially this Bootstrap's grade 1. This see, let me tell you. These are very important. Okay, I really want all of you to go through it. More of say, does this breed? I'm not sure. Give me a second. Yes. I guess it's increased. Yes, this table. Okay, like what is XS up to what pixel? I don't want you to guys remember, but understand we have XS, SM, MD, LG, XL, double XL, and how this pixel size difference. So what actually happens, when we have different size of devices, the UI changes, right? And we write logic of each of this, like how the UI should look like. For example, say XS, like for small devices or very small devices or medium devices. We write logic, right? And how it's dependent, you will be learning on that. Like once you follow through this course, yes, that's what you'll be learning. I really suggest you guys to go through this grid page. It's really important because even after, if you're not using Bootstrap, this convention is very much used. Is it fe2 offspring? Yes. Yeah. Okay, moving on. Then, as I said, we will learn to add this card layer, right? So if you say, if you write HTML, it's stacked, in an order where the next item is stacked just below it. But we want something like, the resort and say 1,200 rupees are stacked in front, like at the beginning of the card and at the end of the card. How will we do that using CSS? So Bootstrap CSS, right? We will do that. You guys will learn that as well. Please go through this references, card, Bootstrap card, playground, and flex. Flex and grid are very important topics. I want you guys to have a little emphasis on that. You will learn then after that you will be having, okay, now grid structure, right? So what happens in mobile devices, as I said earlier, you don't want the card size to shrink, right? You want it to span to, let's say, full width in mobile devices. But in when we are using it, using our laptop or say bigger screen, we want it to have, let's say, it should come, in full width, stacked right beside each other. So how does this, CSS transition take place? Like for devices, how does it change in mobile devices and in bigger screens? That you will be learning. Yes. Say I uses Bootstrap and then SM and apply card. And have to do Bootstrap. Yeah, that you will be learning. Do every spin different tutor? It depends. Some tutor might continue, some new tutors get in. Height and width for. Yes, Srinivas. May I use Bootstrap container SM and apply card classes for my image tag? Then how can I add height to the Bootstrap? Yes, you can add height. If you, I guess there is some property. I'm not sure the property. I'll answer that question later in this session. Okay. Can you hold that right now, Srinivas? Let me complete it. I'll answer that later. Okay. Yeah. Great. Then we will be improving the user experience. I told you, like, as you can, once you hover it, there's some shadow effect that's coming. How can we achieve similar effect? That is one thing that you will be doing. After that, with every change that you make, since you have started learning Git, right, you will commit all your changes and push it to the GitHub repo. Yeah. So that's more of a brief discussion, brief ideation and discussion on the module 3. I hope everyone is clear, like what you guys will be working on. Last one in the chat, if you understand what do you expect in module 3. Last one in the chat, I want. Last one. If you don't understand, plus 0, I guess. Yeah. I'm getting lots of plus 1. Great, guys. Great, you understand. Great. Moving on, in the module 4, okay, so we will be visualizing the layout, okay? So more important task is we will be having this page structure. I hope it's visible for everyone. So, okay, we will be having this booking sold out section. And when we are in a bigger screen, let's say desktop, we will be viewing this sold out, a container, let's say, inside. But when the device sizes shrinks down to, let's say, mobile device, we want that section to be at the bottom. How would we achieve? This is a very important thing, right? So yeah, you guys will be working on it. You will go through this and like how it depends. I'll leave that on you. Once you read it, you will understand what all you need to do. Okay. And also, one more thing, I guess it's mentioned in later modules. Yes. Also, yes. In the previous module, also there is a section where the sold out booking sold out part, right? This part would be fixed. You know, even if you scroll down and you're coming onto content, the booking sold out section will be staying with. How to achieve that? That's what you will be learning. Coming on to the adventure images, what this module is about. So if you can see this image, we have like 3 images, right? One bigger image, 2 smaller images stacked one upon each other. Now, if this device becomes smaller, we don't want to view the 2 small images. We just want to view the bigger image, and that to adjust it according to the device. That is what we will be doing. These are all the references that you will be going through. I would really suggest you to go through it. Yes. Also, it's very common that once you understand it, it's nothing like you have to remember. Every time you come across, understand what the CSS properties used, and every time, there are multiple options. For example, the filter, there are multiple functions. You don't need to remember them, but I would really suggest you to understand each of them. Okay. Remembering does not help. Every time you can search it, but you need to know that which property you need to use it, right? That would really save you a lot of time. Okay, then you will be adding headers and content section. It will be pretty much easy. Yeah, it's comparatively easy for what you have already done before. But yeah. Then sold out banner, yes, the sold out banner that I was earlier talking about, it will be fixed for larger size windows or screen. But when this screen size shrinks to a mobile device, it would come below it. How do we do it? That is what you will be learning in this module. Once you are done with all this, you will update the Git repo. You'll commit it and you'll push it. Okay. Everyone understand what are the expectations, like what you guys will be working in module 4. Plus 1 in the chat if you understand. Plus one, guys. Please, it takes. I would really, like everyone at least, I would really suggest you to do. Please look at what is important to do. Yeah, everything is important. In order to you to pass, also you need to complete all this, because if you won't complete, yes. So yeah. So once you need to complete all this module in order to open the access to the next module. So yeah, everything is important. And please go through the references. If you are stuck somewhere, you have the hints section. This does not have hint, but yeah, you have hints provided in some sections. Yeah, these are the topics that you all will be focusing more on. Once you are done, once you have actually committed your code, all your code will be deployed to Netlify. So, guys, before in our next session where I'll be debriefing about all these topics, I want you to have an account in Netlify, follow these instructions. I'll do that day, but before that, I want you to try it on your side. I would be really happy if everyone completes it, but I'll be doing it if anyone fails. But please, guys, try it on your own, because that will give you more confidence boost, right? When you achieve something on your own by just Googling or following tutorial, it will be enough. We have already added references in the bottom section. I would really suggest you to go through that. But if you do it on your own, it's like an achievement for me, I would feel. But yeah. We have Netlify. So what's Netlify is? So, we have hosted, like you see a website getting hosted somewhere. You mean like when I go to, let's say, makemytrip.com. Okay. So it's hosted somewhere, right? Like if this link, if I send to anyone, everyone can view, like not the exact page, but similar page, right? Some minor details may vary, but then we are able to access it, right? So it's hosted somewhere. So this website is, available in a server, which is available to everyone. The server makes it available to everyone. I'll not go into the details of how everything works, but yeah. So Netlify provides us a platform where we can submit our code, and once we submit our code and host it in Netlify, we will have a link generated, which we can share with our peers, or let's say add it in our resume that we have done it. And instead of, this person who is viewing like what you have done, you just need to share this link where you say that, okay, I have done this, the final product is this. But like putting it in GitHub and, not having it deployed somewhere won't create a good impression. Like, I don't want to go through all the steps of, creating a local copy of that, setting it up just to check what you have done. So more recently, like after this, I guess last 3-4 years, people have started, deploying their code, and for deploying also is free. Like the domain which you will be getting will be like .netlify.com something. So yes, if you can do it for free, why not do it, right? So I would really suggest you to publish your code and deploy it in Netlify or anything similar. Like Vercel is there as well. I personally use Vercel, to be honest. But yes, because I have worked in Next and all. But yeah, let's not go there. Always try to show your code by hosting it somewhere, because that saves a lot of time. Like even at some point, you would like to see your code, like what have you done? So that would be it. I really suggest you to do that. Great. Let me go. That is the brief. Okay. Where is the slides? Okay. Yes. So I have already told you that we need to update each module in Git repo, or else update only once you complete the last module. Yes, then only you should divide, because every module are linked in, and they actually is do a similar, like one task, like one major task. So that's why we have asked to push your code after the end of this module to complete the. Yes. Yes. I need to get. Yes. Push once they complete the last. Okay. To push once they complete the last module, milestone in a module. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yes. I guess at every module, like update the Git repo. Okay. Yes. So you push at the end of this module. Okay. Before that, have a local copy and save it. At the end, you will be pushing it. You can, but you don't need to. Okay. Have it committed, because every commit is very atomic, right? So it would say what are the features that you have worked in a commit. After you have completed all this, finally you can push it. That is what is highly suggested. Let me go back to the slide share. So yeah, that is all about it. I have already told you to, this grid, adventure grid, that how we'll be doing, where there will be an image, like this, a card will have a main image, text left, text right. The right will be the price, like 1200 or 1500 or anything. For right now, we'll be having static content. I mean, we will be typing out 1200, but later on, we will be, fetching data from, let's say, in API. Don't focus on that. But yeah, right now, we will learn how to design that, and how, when I hover on that image, I get a dimming effect, right? How to achieve that? That is the criteria. Can you download the project to your local system? Yes, you can do that. You can do that, but you have to push that code, right? Once you complete it, push that code. But I guess, let me show. I'm not sure if. Okay. Yes, you can locally push it. I guess the push part is important. They can not recommend it on this part. Yes. But we would recommend you to use this interactor. I guess nothing. They will be pushing it. It's not required. Yeah. Locally you can, but I would suggest you to use workspace. Is that so? Right? Yes, workspace will save a lot of time. But yeah, that would save a lot of time. Let me check if I have missed anything. I've already briefed you. The module 4, I have told you, right? The image grid, like there will be 3 images. This two image will be stand above each other. How will not show in mobile devices, and how the sold out thing get fixed once the view is, into larger devices. And for smaller devices, it will stick at the bottom of this page. Module 4 is similar. Yes, this text content. And module 5 will be learning Netflix 5. I hope everyone is clear about what are the expectations in these 3 modules and what they need to do it. Why references are important. I would highly suggest you to go through that grid section, because that grid is really important. Last one in the chat, if everyone understands what I have told until now. Last one, guys. I have got only 1 plus 1. Okay. Thank God. Yes. I'm glad everyone understands. Before Saturday, or if you guys are already done, I have some optional exercises for you. Let me open the optional exercises. So we have also written down the potential time for each of this. So I'll be really happy if you get enough time to look like at least some of them. More. So we have like tables in HTML. Okay, let's not open that. Float, sizing, and gradients. Then we have like front-end exercises also, which will take around 5 hours. Learning items are there. Cohesion in Java. So what is this? Object-based structuring. It's very much used. And what is import and export? These are like very helpful topics later on. So I'll really suggest you to, like, of course, before that, don't jump into the optional exercises before you have completed these 3 modules. Complete this, then if you have time, go through it, okay? What is FE? Immediately invoke function expression in JavaScript. It's a very interesting concept. You guys can check out in your own time. But a template strings, people who have already done the JavaScript courses earlier, they would know that what are template strings. But yeah, it's a very good thing. You guys should know that. But yeah, there's some exercises we have. Also, if you have time, I would like, if you're not comfortable, it's fine if you don't. But yeah, if you get time testing in JavaScript using chest, you can try it out. What is TDD? So TDD is test-driven development, where we write tests before we actually. So first the test is written, then the actual code is written. The test is made to fail, but then we write some code and make it pass. But yeah, if you get enough time, feel free to check that. What is unit testing? And yeah. Okay, this is not the link actually. These are the optional topics. Please share the link. Yes, I'll share the link. It's actually in the PPT itself, which will be posted in the website. later in the website, you get access to this chat, like this presentation, and this presentation, it's linked. So after post this call, you can check it out. Okay. No, JS is not started. Like no, HTML, CSS, it is like for the first week, more of Bootstrap. From second week onwards, we'll be focusing on like more of JS core concepts. Okay? Does that question, like, does that answer your question, Anurag? Yeah. Cool. Is there on website? I guess it's linked right now, but if it is not, I will share the. You will find that link post this session. Okay. Cool. Is there any way to customize Bootstrap class as per our requirement? I guess we're using Bootstrap because you could have, if you want to customize according to you, write your own CSS. Why you need to change something Bootstrap? But if you have certain details, then yes, you need to prioritize your class. There is some property called as not important, which is not suggestible though. So let me check. So you need to add this CSS class, which would have the property which you want to override the Bootstrap one. And CSS. Okay. So this not important property, if you are not overriding, right? So you can use this not important property, even though that will override the property which you want to override. But if you are using Bootstrap, I would not ask you to you are using Bootstrap because you want their CSS and the way Bootstrap has written code. So yes, we have to reshare the link of new sandbox. I hope that's the same link that you have shared in the form, right? If you're not, then you have got to upload that because that sandbox will be tracked as far as I know. So if you have to, please mention that to someone, I guess Varun or someone. But yeah, you need to refill or anything. You need to check that, like the sandbox will be tracked for your progress, right? So yes, you got to update that. Yes, that is something that someone was asking. So yes, and this is our first session. I hope everyone understood everything what I have told, and I did not realize it was for one. But yeah, I really enjoyed our session. Guys, any doubts? If you don't have, I'll share this feedback that everyone needs to. Okay. Please feel free. We haven't got the content yet in the sandbox yet. But we create in the sandbox. See, I guess Varun has shared in the WhatsApp group to fill something. I'm not sure. Let me check. Yeah, okay. Nabhan will do that. Okay. If you Nabhan, where they can post their queries, do they have to directly contact Varun for that?
For technical queries, they can use help desk. Let's say in general, okay. For anything that you folks can stick to help desk itself, you just need to probably toggle between options there, right? If it's more like a program query or a technical query, right? So yeah, help desk will be primary point of contact for that.
Great. So as Bhavin told, feel free to open a ticket in the help desk itself. Help desk link, I hope everyone has, right? In the orientation, we slide shared. Let me check the prior one. This. Okay. Guys, until then, everyone fill in the form. This about your feedback. The feedback is really important to me and everyone at Cryo. Let me know how the session went. I hope help desk. Yes, this is the link, help.cryo.do. I'll update and post this session about the slides and everything. Yes, Nabhan will do that. Cool. Yeah, that. You haven't shared feedback. I have shared. I just shared. Wait, let me. There's this Google form, right? I just. Okay. Yes, yes, that's all for today's session. Today's session was very brief, getting a walkthrough of all this. Next session will be a debrief about how to do this. Coming next week, we'll be having our coaches fundamentals, as I have already shared, like told you in previous day, right, in the orientation. Asynchronous programming promises a lot more interesting topics too. I hope everyone has. Can I edit a bootstrap class? Okay. So if you're using a CDN, then I won't suggest you to edit a bootstrap class, though you can. So what happens if you are installing a package for bootstrap, then it will be in node modules, right? And node modules, I don't ask you like if you're copying some CSS from bootstrap, it's fine. I don't want like you should not edit that same class, even though you are referencing it, because I would ask you to create a own class, have the new properties, override it. Don't edit the bootstrap class. Competition. Yes. So Navin has shared it. Yes. So form to share the sandbox link for fe2 after this sprint. For this sprint, create a new sandbox. We'll be updating like all of the session code that we'll be having. We'll be updating in the same sandbox, and for the entire sprint, we'll be using that sandbox. Do you have complete all these modules? Okay, so I'll expect you to complete it, like at least have it try on. If you are facing anything like before Saturday, you should be able to do it. At least go through one of like everything. If you are able to do it, great. Saturday, I'll be debriefing you about everything, like all these 3 modules, more of say. Yes, 3 and 4 by Saturday. Yes, to complete 3 and 4 by Saturday. The Netlify one, if you are able to do it, great. I'll be doing it in the class itself. Then uses Bootstrap container SM and apply card classes for my Bootstrap. Then how can I add item? Okay, if you are using container SM, in addition to that container SM, add another class. Okay, in that class, which is linked to your local CSS, right? Mention the height and width. That property will be available to that image tag. Okay, I'll show you that. Sure, and I'm good for creating sandboxes. Okay. I don't have anything. Okay. After this session, I'll create one and share with you. Can you ping me in Slack, Srinivas? It's not relevant for anyone, so it's okay. Yeah. Feel free to. I'll be available in Slack. So that's it, guys. I hope everyone filled in the form. Can anyone, Navin, can you check everyone is, like, how many people have joined? I guess, Navin, can we have the site link? Yes. I guess it will be shared soon in your cryo FAQ of the WhatsApp. Okay, sure, it's fine. Cool then. I hope everyone did fill the form. That's it. Someone was having doubt, right? Srinivas Gudimela. Yeah, Srinivas ping me in Slack. I will then take that from later on. Okay. Unlock the FE2. What does that mean? Yes, we have live Q&A session. If you have any doubt, feel free to ask these tomorrow. Yes, Biswajit. Please open a ticket on I hope. Okay, Anurag, what's your question? Do we have? Yes, tomorrow we have a session, right? Okay, great. Yeah, I hope everyone is done. Hopefully, everyone send their responses to the feedback form. Okay, it's available. Let me check. And let me stop this. Well,